Hello y'all, welcome to part 5 of my Mountain Republic Chechen path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron for mod Kaiserredux. In part 4 we made Georgia into our puppet, and then after that we set our eyes on Azerbaijan. Since they currently control territory we have claims on, and those territories are Sakatali and Derbent. Moving on from that though, let's go to our focus tree and start doing, say, our legacy of mountain warfare. And it says here, this will only take 35 days. The people of the Caucasus Mountains have a long legacy of mountain warfare. Fighting against the Russians or the Turks in the far past, we have held these mountains as our people's own for centuries. We will not be dislodged. Our legacy will not be broken as we move to solidify our traditions as the greatest mountain war wagers in the world. And Japan announces her ambitions, whatever. And Deutsche Middle Africa declared war on Gabon. Once this focus here is done, we'll get a research bonus for infantry weapons, probably. Well, yeah, that's what it's going to do. Right now, at this time, we're just waiting for world tension to get to like 75%, so we can bother to justify in Azerbaijan. It's only 62% right now. We just had to wait so long, really, because I'm pretty sure world tension, this mod is scripted, and I think the first time it will go to it will just go to 100% during the Second Weltkrieg, and Deutsche Middle Africa is going to fight the Congo at this point. Let me fix up the lines of my infantry here. Also, let's stop recruiting as many divisions because we're pretty low on manpower. I do not want to get too bad of a deficit there because that could spell disaster for our soldiers. Liberia declared war on Deutsche Middle Africa, or I think Deutsche West Africa, German West Africa, whatever you want to call it. And left Kuomintang capitulated. I think they got annexed. Burundi got annexed. And let's fix this front line up a little bit here. Deutsche Middle Africa declared war on Die Alten Kampfer. That's in Africa as well. I think it's like in Namibia. Where is it? Down here? No, that's not right at all. Where are they at then? Where are they even fighting them? Where are they? I'm not entirely certain. Actually, never mind. I don't know where Die Alten Kampfer is. But let's go. Our legacy of mountain warfare is done. Great. Let's start doing now mountain warfare. That will take 35 days. Mini Delhi is going to fight the Baratai Commune. And there's yet another war there. Middle Africa is going to be fighting the Adamawa clique. It says here, though, mountain warfare. Due to the nature of the terrain on which we choose to live, our units have all been trained since birth to live and navigate across these mountain ranges. With this innate knowledge fostered within all true Caucasians, we will move to officially recognize this in our army, while actively organizing and improving our alpine tactics into a coherent doctrine our entire armed forces can follow. And this will give us mountain training for all of our infantry, and that means they'll generally just perform better in mountain type terrain. And let's fix up these front lines, please. Would be great. Doctrines available. This is for the Navy. Doesn't really matter what we do here. Just go with interdiction. Sure. Or yeah, we'll just do that. The Fall of Burgos. That's in the Spanish Civil War. Grab these divisions here. Fix up the front lines slightly. Put a couple mountain divisions on the border where Sakatali is. And then the other units will push into Derbent when the time comes to face Azerbaijan, who is, I think, heavily outnumbered. If we choose to fight them, we'll have Georgia help us as well. Hawaii joins the co-prosperity spirit. It is the Japanese faction. And let me fix this front line once and for all. Now that's that. The Empire of Japan declared war on the Republic of Yakutia, and that's going on at this point. That's one offensive line made. Get all the divisions here and make another offensive line. There we go. Good. And with that, mountain warfare is completed. That focus just got finished. Good timing, I reckon. Let's now start doing Terek Cossack tactics. And it says there, stranded here and split from their brethren among the rolling plains and hills that border our great mountain range are the Terek Cossacks, proud warriors and former puppets to the Russian Tsar. And the Kingdom of Ukraine joined the Russian faction. Wow, that's just one in the world. But anyway, reading this, they are proud warriors and former puppets to the Russian Tsar. With our own state, Their martial prowess has become ours as we incorporate their ideas and tactics into, well, I'm trying to read here, with their ideas, incorporate their ideas and tactics into our armies at once. With their ideas on lightning-fast tactics and other Cossack strategies, our army shall leap into the modern age atop traditional ideas. Once this is done, we'll get a national spirit called Terra Cossack Tactics, which will give us higher division speed, faster division training time, and higher cavalry attack and higher cavalry defense. So honestly, it just sounds pretty nice. How many wars are going on right now in the world, I wonder? Let's see here. Current wars: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A whole lot of them, let's just say that. And my goodness, I'm just having to wait so long for world tension to rise up. I think it peaked at 63%, then it started decaying. That is sad. And the Fangtian government declared war on the Qing Imperial Authority. That's over in China. Now, let's research support weapons 3. And looking at Ukraine, didn't they join that faction? Let me see here. It's just so... That is going to be a big problem for Germany and just Eastern Europe in general, since Ukraine is working with Russia. Well, the Russian Republic anyway. So that's going to make things... That's definitely a big shift for the balance of power in that region, in that part of the world. And White Ruthenia is probably in a very nervous situation right now. And let's start doing more research, I guess. Let's go here. Industry. Start researching advanced machine tools. Get that done. That's 1939 year tech. It's only still 1938. It's like June. So we have 6 more months, really. Here's that new division. Good. They'll go somewhere. The Shanxi clique's going to fight the Qing Imperial Authority. Doctrines available. There's a peace treaty in Central America. And air superiority. Let's just go with battlefield support. Why not? Let's switch from civilian economy to partial mobilization. Get it done now. And Deutsch Middle Africa just defeated the Adamawa clique, I think. Possibly. Yeah. And Uruguay wins the World Cup. Interesting. So, what do? We're just kind of waiting for things to happen. Illyria and Austria signed a peace treaty. And did they get Venice? Wonder what happened there. The Italian Federation, did he just randomly got Venice? I mean, I'm sure they're happy they got it, but that's just very interesting to see, at the very least. And oh wow, Switzerland, they went national populist in this playthrough. Always interesting to see that flag, honestly. And what do? We could try and send volunteers somewhere at some point, possibly. I don't know if I want to attempt that, though. Let's complete the focus, a new doctrine, however. It says here, that's a 35-day-long focus. Illyria joins the Moscow Accord. That may be big, may not be. I mean, that's a new member for that faction, which is already getting... It's recently gotten pretty strong, but now it's just getting stronger. A new military doctrine... Well, reading this description, it says a new military doctrine is needed for our troops to match the modern foes we are likely to face. Drawing on experiences from the Russian Civil War and the Weltkrieg, we shall forge new ideas in order to survive. And that will give us 50% cost reduction for land doctrine. And that is something that is being done now. So what else do we do after that? Not entirely sure, really. Let me see. I don't know, we'll just get more focuses done probably. Yeah, like maybe we'll do motorization. Or at least the Caucasus will protect us, potentially. And I'm just waiting to fight Azerbaijan. Oh my goodness, I'm just waiting so much. We're just having to watch the world turn and basically spend a lot of our time spectating conflicts around the globe. Speaking of conflicts, how is the Spanish... Well, not the Spanish. How is the Second American Civil War going? It's not looking too good for the federal government, let's just say that. They're definitely stuck in Washington. In the focus tree, let's start doing the Caucasus will protect us, and it says there, our mountainous shell, the Caucasus Mountains, shall serve as our redoubt and bastion, holding all foes at bay. The craggy peaks and steep cliffs that rip towards... That's very interesting spelling there, that rips towards will be enforced and entrenched, turning these peaks into a true fortress. And once this is done, we'll end up modify the mountain nation national spirit to provide us with more entrenchment speed, but special forces will lose a little bit of attack and defense, which is very interesting. And every unit leader we have will get the Mountaineer Expert trait, so that's going to be nice. And that will give us a minus 50% terrain penalty reduction, so that's not too bad. That's pretty good, actually, for any commanders we may get. And Galicia Lodomeria is going to fight Hungary. What is going on in the Donau Adriabond, as I think it's called? Let me see here. Let's see the action. So Hungary is fighting Galicia Lodomeria, and Czech Republic is just fighting Austria. So I suppose... Oh, Bohemia is trying to break away. That's what they're doing. Galicia Lodomeria, meanwhile, is trying to help out Austria, but they're kind of geographically split apart from their Austrian allies, which I can imagine makes things very awkward for them. Illyria, of course, has left that whole spear, basically, and aligned themselves with Russia, which is looking very strong at this point. I'm a little worried they may try to come barging into the North Caucasus region and get into a war with us. I hope that doesn't happen, but it may happen at some point. And Cuba joined the Reichspakt. Interesting. Let's now do, say, let us unlock something new. The Kumal Khane got annexed. The Caucasus will protect us is done. Let's do delay. That is going to be researched now. Also, let's start doing the focus motorization. It says here, taking the tactics and traditions of our Cossack roots and modernizing them, the Bohemian Revolution happened, and modernizing them with the use of new technologies and doctrines, we shall drag our antiquated cavalry forces into the future. With the application of trucks, troop carriers, half-tracks, and what else? Half-tracks, and other modern innovations, our new fast attack units will be able to tear across the treacherous terrain of our mountainous home like never before. And that will unlock the decision motorization and buy German motorized equipment. And can I join a faction at all? Please ask for German protection. Oh, we can join the Reichspakt? Please, Germany, say yes. Also use the army reform decision here. Well, let's conscript some volunteers. I need 5,000 manpower, please. And we'll lose minus 5% base stability, but we'll get 5,000 manpower and 5% base war support for that decision. The Commune of France has terminated their trade with us. It's fine. And we have joined the Reichspakt, which may or may not be a bad idea. Join the Middle Europa. Nah, we're not going to do that. No. Yeah, say no to that. And we're in a very strange position. So we're part of the Reichspakt now. However, the Kingdom of Ukraine, they've left. And there's no real land connection between us and the German Empire. So that's very, very awkward, honestly. Bulgaria may end up joining the Reichspakt, but I don't know if they'll survive long enough to accomplish that. And let's see here. Motorization is nearly done. Good. And what else can we do? Come on. I want to do another military focus. Just get done with this whole part of the tree. Complete the Cossacks will protect us, and it says here, the Terra Cossacks of our lands shall serve as both sword and shield against our foes, their ideas influencing our doctrine and their men filling our ranks. Their martial tradition is our martial tradition, and with them our mountain home will not fall to any threat. Alright, then the Ottoman Empire declared war on Cyrenaica, and I think what is it called? What happened there? They got a new name, didn't they? The Austrian Federal State. Wow. Interesting. And what's going on? What happened with Galicia Lodomeria? They're just colored black now. Interesting. But going over to Cyrenaica, it does not look like the Ottomans are fighting anyone but them. Is that true? It looks like that's just interesting. Usually, Egypt will invite Cyrenaica to their faction. But evidently, that's not really happening. Yeah, that's just very, very interesting sight to see. And as we have joined the Reichspakt and the world continues, it seems, to descend into chaos, at least a lot of Europe anyway, and part of North Africa, I'm going to end what is part 5 of my Mountain Republic Chechen path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description, the link to it is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.